Hi, I'm Natalie McKnight for the assignment Pulling It All Together. What is disproportionality and special education? Well, when something is disproportion, there is a shortage or an overage of the said subject. But in special education, this disproportionality shows itself when ethnic groups show up in special education classes at an alarming rate versus their counterparts. Is this a problem? Why is it a problem? It's definitely a problem because it paints a picture of ethnic groups being targeted for being recipients of early education services. And being targeted, we already know that presents an injustice, that presents something being unfair, and it gives a representation of a falsehood for this ethnic group having this said percentage amount over their counterparts. What causes this? What causes this disproportionality? There are many causes for this disproportionality. There are some instances where it was said in the video featuring Mr. Roosevelt and Dr. Boyce Watkins that there is a shortage of cultural matches to teachers and students being served. The evaluation process is a problem, but going back to this lack of cultural match, excuse me, this lack of a cultural match can bring a disconnect in the classroom where students aren't being serviced or given what they need specifically to be successful in the classroom, or being addressed in such a way that will turn around situations like behavior or instruction and just a parallel or warmth or match between the teacher and the student alike. What student populations can this affect? This is said to be highly seen amongst African American males and Hispanic males as well, and not males only, but there is a high percentage in the video by Dr. Boyce Watkins interviewing Mr. Roosevelt. They gave the quote of 80% percentage representing special education students throughout the school system and in our classrooms, but there is not even a 80% rate of Black and Latinos that make up the school system. It's much lower. So why is the percentage so high? And that's where you find a loophole of things that need to be addressed, that need to be corrected as well. Prevention. Identify at least five strategies teachers can implement in the classroom to prevent overrepresentation in special education. What are five strategies? Five strategies that I found out is upon the evaluation process. When special education students are evaluated, once they are staff, there is a battery given after a 6 month or a 9 month period. Over that time, the program school is just about done with. Evaluation has to take place more like a 6 to 8 week time span versus 6 to 8 month. You give the children their goals that we were working to, and that motivation, that determination is highly seen and can be produced when it's done on a shorter time frame instead of working on this overall time frame, which is shortening the results. Another strategy is the labeling of special ed children. Just historically, most of the labels seems to be demeaning, and the behavior, the attitude, the lack of confidence that it produced also had the students themselves feeling sorry for themselves, not being most confident because they not only wore the labels, but they took it to heart. And so the labeling of children that are in need of these said services need to be labeled something more celebrated and humane, and definitely equal to students that do not need them. Another strategy is identify the strength of the student. Yes, children that are in special education programs do have strengths. If we work from the strength instead of from the weakness, that could also definitely bring a common positive results. Just looking at my notes right now. Oh, another strategy in class. It says change the perspective from special ed to every ed. It has been found that the needs of children that were placed in special education, they didn't just appear once they got there, but they had needs that every children need. So reversing just that perspective and that mindset and working from a different place can bring a lot of progress and positive results. Oh, adjustment of measurement tools. I think I did say that one. Yes, we are at 6 minutes now. Please forgive me, Professor, for going over the 5 minute time frame given. But this concludes my presentation for putting it all together. Thank you.